Well, good morning, everybody. Jessica, well, just so you guys know, Jessica's having a couple of technical difficulties for this morning, so she will be on with us. But uh, we go. It has been a blessed week for some of us around here. I know it's funny because I was sitting there, we were laughing even a little earlier, and we've been laughing like all weekend about how many of you guys got like some six-figure airdrops this weekend. If you didn't get six, you got close to probably another 50 or something. But congrats to all of you guys, for doing some of the projects. For those of you who don't know, it's where we're pretty much talking about what's going on, with how Artifacts has continuously keep giving all these like fantastic airdrops to everyone who owns the Artifacts CloneX items, whatever you want to call them, those items. And so it's been really, really exciting, to see that people are winning. I think we keep saying the same thing every time we come on. It's like, it's really about, how many people can you bring along with you? When you are winning, because like I said, you could be selfish and be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to do this by myself. Or we could be selfish, should I say, and say, as far as, hey, you know what, we're just going to keep all this information to ourselves. But, our ultimate goal is definitely always to try to, give to the community. Because that's just, we feel like we have to do it. I think it makes us better. It'll make you better, if that's something that, as far as you have information that can definitely help people who are new to the NFT space, we try to do that. And hopefully you guys find enough value in what we do and how much we do give. Because again, like I said, I think there's definitely enough money. It's not like you're in a situation where you're in these different projects. You're like, well, oh, I got to keep all these. You can't buy 10,000 of them. You can't buy the 20,000 items. You got some of you can. I'm not saying you can't, but it's like, it's enough for me to say, okay, how about you get 3 to 5? How about you get 10? How about it? So depending on your portfolio, you can literally do things like that, and make enough money to where it's like, it's a no brainer. You're like, how do I invest? And once you know it, I think a lot of people are finding out, in the space right now, as far as you can't buy everything. And a lot of the stuff you don't want to buy. There's a lot going on, within the space, within the NFT space, just simply being able to, for one, understanding what are good projects. We were talking about it last night, even in our membership group, as far as, hey, what are you guys looking to buy? Why are we not buying these? Why are we buying this particular project? And it's simply because, sometimes when you find some good projects, stick with them. Stop trying to run to every doggone thing. You're going to find, we be laughing because, we think about it even as far as some of you guys are flippers, and there's nothing wrong with flipping. But I'll be like, dog, it's too much. I'll be stressed out. Be like, dog, I got to remember to go check this thing. And did I buy the right one? Is this project going to be rug pulled by the time I get in and get out of it? And so, but again, that's it is a strategy for some people. And I do understand, as far as, having to get capital and stuff, you're going to need that aspect of it. If you're still trying to build up your capital to get into some of the bigger projects, totally can understand that. Okay. But let me go ahead. I'm gonna start sharing my screen. If Jessica hops on, we'll have her hop on also, but when her technical things figure out. But if not, we are live anyway. Okay. All right. A couple things as far as, some of the things we keep talking to you guys about, some of the metaverse lands. They are still continuing to develop a lot, within the metaverse. Decentraland, look at they're having, again, we keep talking about the fashion week. We've bought some of the different things that deal with the fashion industry. And it's simply because that's where a lot of things are going. You imagine, you being able to get your clothing and do a design and put it up for sale for this whole fashion week they're going to have in the metaverse. Who would ever think that you're going to be like having like a fashion type thing in the metaverse? But that's what they're planning on doing over in the Decentraland. I'm quite sure they're going to probably end up doing some of the same things on some of the other virtual, the metaverse lands. But at the same time, it is crazy. I think I was telling y'all the last time, I was like, y'all know I get up. I love fishing. So I get up and fish like just about it's my reward. So I have to work out first, and then I get to fish with my Oculus like every day. So until this weather gets a little bit warmer, and I'm loving the metaverse, being able to at least go fishing, at least pretend like I'm fishing. So I'll be sitting there looking like, oh wow, look at the birds. I'm like, oh, it's crazy. I'm just a fishaholic. So, but there's Jessica. So good stuff. Her tech stuff is back on. But again, Decentraland, again, is going to be having this big fashion show coming up. Be on the lookout. I know just you were saying even earlier, as far as someone was trying to offer you a little bit of money for something you bought, you're like, I ain't selling that.
Yeah, I ain't letting that go.
So, right. But it's gonna be really big. So if you are a designer and stuff, these are again These are again one of the aspects as far as you capitalize, make some money on it, learn the industry, learn how to start creating stuff, learn how to get your stuff out there, and you never know, we might be trying to buy your stuff. So so get good. Okay, so again, that's the Decentraland. All right, let me just close this one out. All right, next, this one was talking about these doggone tickets. Who else was it? Spider-Man?
Yeah, Spider did one. Don't know how the sales end up turning out with them, but they did try to give you an NFT if you purchase them by a certain date. And now you see they're doing the same thing with the Batman. They're giving you a certain date before those are cut off before you can get it. So if you purchase them early, you will be entitled to an NFT. They'll send you a link. But I'm just showing you how AMC and some of the theaters are trying to now also give you collectibles with their movie tickets.
And it's always the first ones. You should be like, okay, I got the first one. Okay, you're excited. You got the first one. But again, this is so pay attention to this. This is going to be upcoming up until the 14th. Okay. All right, let's move on. Now this was crazy. I'm like, but I get it because I'm looking at my husband. I'm like, okay, it's time for you getting a new truck. So, but you're always looking for different ways as far as who's going to take crypto so I can buy this. If I wanted to use crypto to buy it, who's taking it? Now you're looking at all these doggone housing, how the home sales and stuff are going, but 1,500 bidders.
Yeah. And now, like you say, now that you can take crypto, or they're willing to take crypto, people have the money sitting there in crypto. And so it's going to be a lot of opportunity for those in the real estate industry for selling homes, buying homes. They may even apply something to renting homes. Who knows? But yeah, definitely a lot of opportunity when you can tap into the crypto money on the side of NFTs. And I don't know if they're going to do the deed like that. There's probably not a company that's fully ready to do deeds that way yet. But soon all that stuff will be coming as well.
But that's interesting. So those of you who are in crypto, now you can invest. But again, I'll be telling you, I'm like, you can just be like, listen, we looking for like metaverse land where they can't call us. We just be like, we don't need no toilets, we don't need no air conditioning, we don't need none of them things. Just call it, just send our money to us. We don't want no sad stories, no nothing. So, but that's definitely good stuff when that happens on that one. Okay, so let's move on. I'm sorry, I went to the same one. Okay. Go ahead, Jessica.
But yeah, the wave of litigation to hit NFT spaces as copyright issues abound. And now, as we know that it's you can come in here and buy NFTs so they can be authenticated. You can even verify them. You do have the other side of it that people are taking, copy and pasting and buying, and people that don't know any better are just buying those NFTs. So you're having copyright issues with other people that may just come to get the item and put it up as an NFT. So it does come to a couple of things for you to do your due diligence and where you're purchasing those NFTs from, making sure you're checking certain things and make sure it's officially from that site, because just like anything in any space that people forge, they're going to come in here, do fraud. They're going to try to make their money where they can. So definitely, if you're buying some of these projects, make sure you're doing your research and not just buying into a project that someone has copied and pasted to a new blockchain, like taking it from Ethereum and now doing it on Solana. But yeah, and people are going to start suing you. I mean,
and I think it's the same thing, because I mean, people always say like in the NFT space, like, well, oh my God, they're doing these horrible things. It's like they're doing it in the real world already. And it's like until they can get it under control. Like, it's no different than like you see people selling purses. Like, okay, you ain't gonna be selling that purse. That is not really like the real purse. And I know the blockchain is trying to cut down on things. And I'm not condoning anyone like stealing anybody's stuff. People work hard for their stuff, so I'm not condoning that at all. But the same thing, it's no different as far as how the NFT space is just getting started. You're gonna have some of these things that are happening. But I tell you, y'all better leave Nike alone.
Yeah.
If you're messing with Nike right now, they're like, listen, everybody got to stop.
That's right.
But just be careful. As again, like Jessica was saying, of what you're buying. Make sure whatever you're investing in. Because worst thing, I mean, you just don't want to buy something and then find out you spent all this money and now they have a lawsuit and now your stuff has just gone down. And it's going to happen to. At some point, it's going to happen to everybody. But again, just be careful with and do some research on what you're doing with those different things. Okay. All right, and on to got the Gala. I was shocked.
Gala Games supply $5 billion to NFT expansion. They're definitely talking about not only just games. They're also going to be doing it into music. We've been talking about Gala Games for months now, long time, year. So we've been able to purchase over there. it is one of those sites or one of those platforms that definitely are putting a lot of money into this place, even with funding for games, trying to get people to build the type of games on the blockchain. So it's been doing great. Some of us have been able to mint some of the items for Gala today as well for what they do have going on with the realm for other NFT projects. But just keep an eye out on those making major moves and putting money into places where, especially there's going to be a lot of growth. We know that as you see here, they have a billion going to the music studio, and a billion to movies. So that speaks volume. You got another billion going to theme park NFTs. And so it's a range of money, a lot of money.
I got some people who need some jobs in my wallet for some music videos if y'all need them. And I got some people who need some jobs.
I'm telling you, license some stuff
for the movies. They can't be sleeping. They got to go to work somewhere. So everybody in the wallet going to work real soon. So it's like, yeah, everybody they don't take breaks again. I keep saying they don't even take breaks. So, but that's good. Again, like I said, I think when you talk about billions of dollars coming in, that's really good stuff there on that. So, and I even on the article, let me just pull this other one out. Even on this article here, you're talking about it was being up 117%. Play to earn. Yeah. Listen, well, I know we say the same thing, but like your kids playing the games that they ain't making no money from. Yeah. They can sell their items. They can't do nothing with it after they get tired. And it only takes them a couple days until there's another game out that they wanted or another sword that they need. These play to earn is definitely still continuing to move. I think it's going to continue to grow as people, are as things continue to develop. But at the same time, it's like you might as well. I'm not telling them just play the game. Let's be real straight. Tell them to figure out how to create the doggone game so everybody can pay them. But let them play to the beginning to learn what they got to do to make it even better. So
yes, play to earn, especially like she's saying, you're making your own money, investing in your own NFT or your own projects. Not your own projects, but investing in yourself by some of the assets that you're earning. You're able to go resell them. You're not buying just the Google Play card. So definitely play to earn, especially on the blockchain. The opportunity airdrops that you can get, valuable assets, rare assets. So yeah, it's a whole other ball game if you're looking at play to earn. Also in the NFT space or in the gaming side of it, it's another beast.
And that's the only one. Even I didn't put it all. I know Axie was trying to revamp some things too. With how they've been doing because Axie was really up there for a little while. But like I said, everything with the crypto market, I think everybody always say, well, oh my God, look at NFTs, they came down. All right, the whole crypto market came down, but they didn't come down as much as the crypto market. And it's just a balance as far as where people may be putting funds at. If the crypto market goes down, so a lot of people are still investing in the NFTs. I know for us, we'd be like, oh, it's down. All right, what we buying? So because we know at some point, if it gets back up or at least to its original numbers, we're going to be sitting very pretty on some of these projects. Okay, so that's Gala. All right. Oh, John Legend.
Oh, yep. John Legend has revealed a social NFT platform, R-Song. He's trying to put this out there for people in the music industry, those looking to get into it, or already may also be into it. More people, some people like have been trying to get into this space or get ahead of it, especially when it comes to music. You're going to be able to put your music out there to your community, to your fan base, without having that middleman or having to be signed to a label. So this is going to be another one of those platforms. It is, of course, going to be owned by John Legend. I'm not sure who else will be on his team and what other opportunities they're going to be adding for people out there. But if you are someone that's out there, an artist, and maybe music is something that you are pursuing or want to do, or even as an investment, you can definitely go ahead and start researching this platform that's going to be coming out by John Legend.
Yep, good stuff. People taking control. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the good stuff there on that, John. Now this one was funny. I said, all right, listen. It said, stop listening to celebrities. I'm like, who? Well, people do listen to celebrities. I'm like, they be like, the celebrities buying. It might be too late if the celebrities buying. You might be a little late when you find out the celebrities are buying.
They got paid to buy it.
It's like, but you hear so many people like, well, what such and such that celebrity bought this? You're like, okay, how much did they make for saying they bought that? Which I guess some of them are definitely buying. Don't get me wrong. There are definitely a lot of celebrities who are coming out and buying, whether, even if it's the Bored Apes or whatever they're buying. But some of them have strategic things on why they're buying some of these items too. But I think the whole gist of, when you're talking about trying to follow what the celebrities are doing, I'm like, no, that's not totally, you can kind of look at that and be like, it's interesting. But what I ain't gonna say they sorry name that one of them NFTs I got stuck with. I'm sorry, people. Uh, but I think again, to be careful on who you're taking advice from as far as your financials within the NFT space. Be your own financial advisor. Really go in there, start learning how to research NFTs, and start making your own calls. As far as, I mean, you might well risk your own money because they just guessing. I'm like, if I'm a guess, I'm gonna guess because it's my money, and I'm gonna get Go ahead, Jessica.
Oh, no, well, to add to that, some of these items they're gifted, so they're gifted from it by another platform or exchange, a venture capitalist, something that may actually just gift them items for them to use for a period of time, or even to have because they know what it does for the project. So yeah, the celebrities are not the ones you get. Don't go FOMO into because you've seen somebody going and posting something or tweeting something. It's always something. Influencers definitely can get paid, or like I said, they can get that item gifted and they didn't have to spend no money on it, but you're going to have to spend the cash. So don't just jump in.
Don't just jump in. So, but another good one. Trying to help y'all save some money. All right, this one came up last night. This Paris Hilton one came up last night, and then again it was $11.11. For those of you who were able to buy this particular one, I think I was literally in the bed, and somebody was like, "Get up." What was it? I think it was Matthew. I can't remember. Miles told somebody about something, and Miles like, and then we just spread it like, "Hey, go try to buy this particular item, so you can get into the 888 drop today." But this one again was, so if you bought some of this, make sure you're going over and participating. Some of them have already, the ones from the 888 dropped this morning that you were able to buy, and the current price of those are 0.10 107, and not
For
the
just
one
that specific realm, yeah.
for that specific RAM. I'm not, so it wasn't the $11.11 ones that are now 0.1. So let's be very clear. Okay, so that this is a different one that happened on this particular drop. I'll let Jessica, you want to talk about this one, you can.
Oh yeah, the 88 Inner Circle. So some of us own the Genesis edition. There was 3 time frames that you could purchase those editions to each round today. Some of us went for certain ones like Gala, we know, who making all the billions of dollars. You have Origin Protocol also out there, Paris Hilton Protocol, Brown, which Paris Hilton is an investor in the Origin Protocol. But then, of course, some people have purchased the Recur, the YAT, the emoji sites, and then Flare also. There were 8,888 of each that have come out for sale. At 11.11, if you did not have any of the allow list or the Genesis edition, you were able to now do this in the public mint, and you can mint up to 8 of those items. So for those that may have not had any of those items previous to get you on the white list or the allow list, you now are able to, as you can see in the public sale, start minting those if you do want to purchase any of those rounds. The memberships do break down to different specific things. If you had the Genesis membership, of course, you get like a platinum tier with this additional realm, and there are different breakdowns. If you do buy this right now, if you didn't have any of those other items that we have purchased, you're going to be able to only come in at like the gold member tier. And so we're going to be in real life events. There's going to be projects dropping. There's going to be curated projects. It's going to be a lot of different access that you have, depending on which realm that you do get. And so if you are interested in wanting to buy those, you can currently go buy those now. So with how they're moving, they'll probably be sold out today. The numbers that went up pretty good now that the public can get them. So do your own research. You can see here, it gives you the breakdown on each one. The inner 888, if you own 8 Genesis editions, which those now editions are about like $4,500 each. But some people own 8 of those editions. And then, of course, if you hold the Genesis edition here, the silver, like we do, you're able to get everything there. So pay attention to what each tier may give you. It is quite a bit of a long list. You think you're going to be stopping and you realize the list is going to continue.
You'd be like, whoa, how many more? How many more?
That's right. That's right. And so, yeah, if you're interested in the things that they're going to be doing, and like I said, that letter, you're mostly gold. If you only have the public mint, you'll be able to get all of these things that they have for that membership access here.
Yeah, so that's good stuff on the 888. So again, if you need to, we're not telling you, we're not your financial advisor, but these again, I think what at 45 or 35, I can't remember what price these are now. So, but it is too late. Don't think you're going to be able to come over here and get this and be able to start minting now because the snapshot has been taken, but you still can't come because of public sale. All right, so that's that. Okay, now this was interesting. I was like, okay, these people are already married. What did they Decentraland? They had another but I think they were just trying to be the first. But I think when I looked at the article, I was sitting there thinking like, okay, metaverse wedding. I'm like, okay, I don't know how. I don't know. I'd be like, I don't know. Are we playing, pretending? What are we doing?
I don't
I need to
know.
see. I need to see your eyes.
I don't know.
I need to see your eyes. And I know that they did have a couple of different problems. I think when they were trying to do this, these people were trying to do this particular thing. A part of it, if you were depending on what screen you were on, you might not have been able to see them. And I was like, no, everybody needs to see everybody. We need to look at this directly. I don't need to guess. But again, a lot of people were even saying as far if it's even legal to do it this way. So I'm not here to talk about if it's legal, if it's not legal. I'm just like, no, we're gonna look like eyes, but no, that ain't
If
happening.
they was in the same state, they probably all right. I mean, they was probably together. It
Yeah,
was
they
the
may
guest at the receptionist.
be in separate rooms right there by each other. Okay, that's
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know what they did. They might
I
have.
don't, I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
talking me. So if you have this idea and you like you good, that's you. But I'm talking about, but I don't plan on that. Do that at all. But the it's really interesting. But I just looked at this as far as again of how people are becoming very creative within the metaverse land that they own, and how they're going to be able to capitalize on things that they're being able to create. Um, there's so much opportunity if you create the right thing in the metaverse. So much residual crazy money that can happen in your life because I'm like my brain is running. I got so many things I'm looking already on things. But Jessica, we'd be like, okay, well, we're looking. We already got some ideas of what we're going to be doing with some of our land stuff. But again, this again is just not to say look at if you'd rather agree. I don't care if you don't. I don't care if you don't agree. But again, it's going to show you the opportunity that you have if you buy some of this metaverse land. Once things, it's especially after things continue to open up and move. Okay, so be very very important. All right, now let's go.
Oh, yeah, we just wanted to show you the update. My daughter's still working hard on the art that she is doing. She has some been doing a lot of the 3D ethers on the block. So if you are interested in buying any of those NFTs, you can go ahead and still do that on OpenSea. They are listed also on the ETH Poly, but I just definitely wanted to show her she's been working hard at a lot of the stuff that she's doing. Staying focused on that, but I definitely wanted to still share some of the art that's out there that she's put out.
Yeah, so make sure we drop this on the chat today too, so we can get that. So again, yeah, we keep giving you opportunities. We keep giving you opportunities. So that's all I will say in regard to that. But we will share this link with you all. Don't miss. Don't be that person. I knew I could have bought it when, and I knew I should have bought it. We keep giving you opportunities. We are definitely working on some things, and so here's your opportunity, and we will definitely again be sharing this with you all, so you can definitely feel free to go on and buy some of that. Okay, good stuff. Very very proud of my niece. I'm going to say that, and I'll say it loud and proud. I don't care if y'all get tired of me talking about it. I'm still gonna keep showing it. It's my niece that has taught herself how to do this, and so very 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 proud of her. Very proud of her. So keep grinding, niece. Okay. All right. Here's a project. Today I got a couple things we're going to kind of show you. We're looking at some of these things. A lot of things we may see on Twitter, but again, we're not pulling the trigger on a lot of these things. This one here, I'm going to watch. So I'm just giving it to you guys so you can go out and watch. They did sell out on their Dutch auction, which I was like, okay, that's great. But at the same time, we saw who was it? Was it Hate Beast? They kind of a lot of different projects are having not I'm not saying not all of them, but some of them are having issues after whether it's the reveal aspect of it. Something may not happen very very. It's just like it's the reveal.
That's all it takes.
It takes but so if you are some people even for this particular project if you're looking at this and there's another one that's called this other one here. I like the graphics on this one. Okay, but it's still a matter of do some research. I'm not going to be your financial advisor to tell you, hey, go on and buy this particular project. It's one of those ones, like I said, people on Twitter talking about it. You need to still go in and look at it. I'm not necessarily looking to say, well, I'm going to jump in and go mint all 50 of these if I had I'm not even saying that. I'm saying sometimes when I see the graphics and they look very good, now it's up to you to go in and do your research to see if you want to pull the trigger on some of these projects, that we may go over. Okay, but
Especially when they having them 100,000 followers and stuff.
what we have found out that don't matter.
Yeah, that don't matter at all.
We'd be like, oh, they had 100,000. Okay, 100,000 people, but all of a sudden they all disappeared. Only 20 of them won.
Yeah.
You'd be like, yeah, I had 100,000. We can't find like 20 people who want to continue to buy. I'm in the no, so that sometimes does not matter. But again, get good with some good projects, and then you're going to be completely fine. Okay, so that's going to be that one. I know I jumped over. Now the battle between the crypto and because we weren't like laughing seriously, because we understand this is people's money that you messing with, and so we get that aspect. But they were talking about this, the crypto punks, or now it's legal. Everything is getting legal. It's like you start messing with like people money, they be like, hold on, you can't buy that. But I know a lot of people were even talking about some of these, whether it's been on YouTube or even on Twitter, as far as trying to be able to go and buy the version 1 versus version 2. Version 2 are like, well, hey, we really don't want you buying these because we only wanted to make sure it was only going to be 10,000. Now you're trying to make it to seem like they're supposed to be 20,000. Who gonna win?
It was people's scarcity.
You are
double a whole count. Now it's gonna be 20,000. They bought in because they thought they were getting scarce items, and then now you add another 10,000 to that collection, and so it's gonna dilute the market for them. And so people, like you said, with brands especially, they're trying to protect IPs and or get them established and make sure that they, especially when you see all these luxury brands that are coming into the space, they want to make sure that they can represent their own brand and not someone just doing a knockoff version to it. So it's the same aspect. If you bought these punks, the first punks, if you've been spending $50,000, $100,000 to get these punks, and then someone comes out and gives you a knockoff or a never version, V2 version of it, they did not sign up for that. So,
and like I said, there's a lot of money coming in. But again, and I think it's whether you're the person that's buying the one, the other one, just be careful. Is all I would say. Is as far as just know that that's a risk that you're taking if you are going to invest in this particular project, because again, it can go the right direction, but it also definitely can go the wrong direction on you. So be willing to go into this particular project if you are going to go into this particular project and say, okay, this is my number. This is what I'm willing to lose. Because if it ends in your favor, then it could be beneficial, but it also could mess up those who are them gun hole people. But like I've been with you since the beginning, and so if you make them mad on either side, they'll be like people in crypto be like, well, we just gonna sell everything. We just gonna drop the whole thing. So again, but when you look at $2.5 billion coming to a project, that's not a little bit of money. People are going to try to protect at all costs what they have invested in their project, and again, like rightfully so. But be very, very careful if you're going to be investing in this particular project. Okay, be very careful. All righty, let's keep moving. All right, I know this is the one everybody was talking about.
So we're happy that Keisha's here. So, but some of Keisha looks, I'm going to support Keisha. Okay, Keisha the Demon Eater.
We went back and forth because I know some people were saying, well, man, what it's like there's that look of the angry Black woman. We're like, okay, no, we're not all angry. We're like very happy. Listen, we doing great around this world. And so, but as far as I think Blankos, and they have done some very good things. And I think they have a lot of inclusion even on their staff.
Oh yes,
which I think it's like phenomenal what they're doing with their staff. Their staff is very diversified from what we've been able to see on there. And so like I said, I'm not sure who created this one or did all the designs on it. But again, you're going to have both sides of it that are saying, hey, we have gotten like, something, a different look or a different name. But why they did it, no, we don't know. But I'm still going to be supportive because I've been supportive of all the other ones that I have been buying over here. So I ain't going to be like, oh, it's Black History Month. I'm a protest. Well, yeah, you make your own decision. So on that particular, but again, this is going to be coming out on the 9th, at 3:00. Okay, so on the 9th at 3:00. But we have voiced the thoughts of why. So, but that's interesting on that one. Okay. And again, they also Blankos has this one here. That's the Valentine one. This is going to be open. It ends in 23 days, which means again they're going to be selling quite a few of these. But at the same time, we buy these too because at some point they won't have these available for sale. Okay, so that's going to be that. All right. Look at Jeff Staples, Jessica.
Oh yeah, his announcement of his little clones and pods and loops and monoliths, along with his own pigeons and staple shoes. So I was excited about the Clone X. As you know, Artifact, we've always been excited about talking about them, bought since Mint and held on and only keep adding to it. They haven't sold anything.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of times you could sell, even currently at the current price now that you could sell, but knowing what type of project it's going to be, blue chip project, the longevity of the project, the future of the project. I'm twirling something. It's really cool. So, but yeah, for us, especially if you're coming into how they're going to be able to forge the wardrobe, as you know, with fashion in that $1 trillion marketplace, we're just waiting. We know about the monolith. They had some announcements this week about it's going to be triggered by the community and by the blockchain. So that airdrop came in. You got that one for about it was worth as high as about 5 ETHs,
Mm-hmm.
about 18,000. I think it's now currently still 14,000. That you got that free airdrop if you did own a clone. Then you got the loot if you owned one of the space pods, and that one was about 1.3 ETHs. And so you even if you look at that, if you own one of the clones or one of the pods, you did get a $20,000 easy airdrop just over the weekend that came to your wallet per item that you own. So of course, if you own one clone, you got one of the monoliths. You own three, you got three monoliths. And the same things happen with the space pods. For those of you that did pick up the space pods, you should have been able to get that loot box, which is going to be allowing you to have that brown branded spot that has the Nikes, Jordan, Converse, and even now Artifact symbols on there. And so, especially with the metaverse and everything getting built out, Artifact is definitely have a lot of stuff for the community, the creativity, allowing you to develop or create in those spaces. And even, they're saying a lot of people that are going to be creating in the Artifact community are going to be the next millionaire creators. So they definitely are about taking care of their community. If you see a lot of different projects, community, especially in this space, is everything. And they definitely have that no matter what, but besides the knowledge and the creators of what they do have and what they come with the package. It's an amazing team over there. So definitely looking to buy more Artifact versus sell Artifact. But everybody has to do what they think they have to do.
Because I know even with the people who bought some of the feed stuff, with the Stapleverse, I know that's going to be coming up. What was it, version 2? We're still waiting for that to happen with Jeff Staples. But even the stuff that he has, the numbers have stayed pretty steady for where if you got those particular items to where you still are in profit on those. Make your own decision. We're not your financial advisor as far as if you want to sell your stuff or if you don't want to sell your stuff with Stapleverse. We still do have our stuff with the Stapleverse. We still do have that all of our items for that particular drop that we did participate in. So again, a lot of people, I think you see again all these people who are buying all this stuff. And Jessica, you weren't on a little earlier when I was, I think you were tilted to technical problems when I was talking about some of the artifacts. I was like, some people, I was congratulating everybody who might have been on who actually got like some of these 6-figure airdrops, some $50,000 airdrops just this weekend for having the artifacts. The Clone X things. I for artifacts, they are like, if y'all, I know we talk about artifacts all the time, and we don't work for Artifact. We don't even know.
We are not paid influencer or anything.
Influencers for Artifacts, but Artifacts be treating people good. You be like, hold on, we got to talk about them.
Yeah, you know exactly the value of what your wallet's paid and know what Artifacts done. You know what they've proved. You know where they're going. Or if you're doing the research, you know where they're going. You know what type of team they have. And then even for them to stand alone, they can stand alone without Nike, but that the fact that they were acquired by Nike and the branding it gives them and the distribution from the shoes and just, it's a whole nother ball game for them to actually do the plan that they have built out. And so, like I said, they've been ready. They said they were ready to build out the 2052. And so a lot of technology and stuff that's happening for them, or they're waiting on the technology, basically they're set and ready to go on everything that they want to do. And then they're giving us the opportunity to also be part of that, to build from scratch, even so.
Wait a minute. Is that Crypto Black talking about he need an artifact? I should just hurt him. I'm
Like
live
a
on
year
here right
late
now.
almost.
Should we hurt him? Should we just talk about him like right now? Because he's been with us for how long? He was with. So I know that's a weird because I know him personally. So I'm just saying I can mess with him like that.
Man.
But man,
it's over a year.
We
almost over. Well, at least even with the Faro drip, started on Nifty Gateway, and then Artifact had their space drip mint too.
let me matter of fact, Crypto Black, let me show you what you missed. So let me show you what you missed. But no, because again, we've been talking about these. You look at these particular items. The floor is at 14. I don't even care if it goes down. But the floor, you started out. These were at 2.5 ETH less than a month ago. They're already at 14 ETH. So let's
we got them. We mentioned them. If you go to mint,
he missed these right here at 2.5 or 3 ETH. So times $3,000 a piece, you miss. If we only gave you at 10, if you only missed 10 ETH, you missed about $30,000 in a month.
Just the last time. Yeah, that's the month.
In a month. That's one. So I'm gonna make sure you keep having nightmares. I'm gonna give you this one. So now you missed the $30,000 right here with just this one item. Then from this item, you got was this a free item?
That's the one.
So let me just help you again. So you missed this free airdrop, and this was like 4.5 ETH, and it was almost, was it 5 yesterday? So now we were at 30. We got another 13. You missed about $43,000 this month. All right, that was your other airdrop that you just missed. And then if you got this one right here, this was another airdrop.
We got that one, free airdrop.
We at 43. This was a free airdrop. So now we at what, $48,000 that you missed in a month. And then you got this one, and you missed this airdrop. You missed $50,000 this month.
Because you got this airdrop from the Space Pod airdrop.
You missed $50,000. If you had two, you missed $100,000 this month. See, I can mess with him like that because we like that. We cool like that. But no, and it's like I said, when you start looking at some of the things, we've talked about it. These came out December something when you first started buying the Clone X's. And, we've been talking about Clone X for forever. Let's be on the record for that. So, again, some of you guys bought these at 3 ETH. This is like your trade of the year. What are you doing flipping some other? I mean, you can obviously, don't get me wrong, you can flip.
Some of y'all got that at 300. So let's be very clear. Okay. If y'all would, if you got it from the beginning and you got the space drip, or even if you had a Faro or you had a certain meta key, some of y'all definitely only paid $300 for the Clone X, which therefore got you the space pods, which next got you the monolith, and then got you also the loot box. So if you go back to it and you go to the beginning of it and each airdrop that has come from it, some people have only paid $300 for Clone X's and then got all those other airdrops.
So some of y'all got this item for $1,000. You got it for $1,000 back in July, August timeframe.
Oh, you mean when it came out, or you just mean when you have formed?
When the market was down, and we were talking about it on the calls back in August, August
July. It was June.
July, August timeframe. Okay, so you got it for $1,000. So there's $30,000 more that you got. But remember, if you had this one for $1,000, it let you mint 3 of these for less than $1,000. So let's do your calculation for you one more time, sir. I shouldn't mess with him like this, but I got to mess with you because some of y'all be like, do NFTs really work? Can you really make money in NFTs? Or is it a scam? Are you sure it's not a scam? Okay, so let's look at it. So you bought this for the $1,000. So that's $33,000. I'm trying to write some notes. Okay, so 30. All right, we got 33. We got 33 up on that one. Then you were able to buy 3 of these items for $1,000. So we're gonna say now you're at 32 because you used $1,000 to buy these. So they jumped up. Let me go back.
I bought that and
somebody bought it and relisted it for 23. Let's go back to the basics of where we're at. Okay, so 14.3 is the floor. Let's just see where this one is at. So we're gonna get 3 of these. All right, let's just say because it's talking about this one sold too. So let's just say you minted 3 of these. So these are $40,000 each. So you're at $120,000. right now, plus your 30. So you're at about $150,000 right now between what you own on this one. You're on this one right here. That's the 30 something thousand. Then we went over here. We got three of these. They're 40,000 worth $40,000 piece. So you had $150,000. Then you got this airdrop. We got another 13. Let's just say 10, so I can keep my numbers. You're at $160,000. Then you got over here. You're at another 5, so you're at $165,000. Then you're over here, and you got. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Wait a minute. I forgot you had 3 items of this one. My bad. So let's just say this was 30,000 instead of 20. I mean, instead of 10. So we're at 180 now because you got 3 of these items. You're at 180. Then you had 3 of these. So you had another 15,000. You're at 195 now. Then you had, because these are all airdrops because you held on to these items. Now you're at this one at another, let's say 3,000, so I can round up. So you're at another 9. You're at about over $200,000 you missed in less than a month. Less than a month. Okay. That's how fast NFTs happen. That's how the numbers can change. And when you start looking at people like, can this really work? Can you really make money with NFTs? I hope I just showed you that
not all NFTs. Someone say this. No, don't go getting every project. The right project is going to let you make this, and you be good for the whole year, and then some, and you're able to create a lot. So it is definitely the right projects. But even if it's not the right project, knowing when to get out of something, you can still make money. So yeah, the NFTs and the worth and the value, especially if you hold on to them. It stays with them. It goes with them. It's not as much as even if you're in the coins, you know the other side of it. But NFTs can definitely hold their weight. They come back around if you're in the right project, especially with the CloneX and Artifact. Most things we had to do was just give them time to do what they said they were going to do, and that was it. And so it is important to know how long you can hold stuff, but certain projects, which are truly going to be our blue chip projects, especially who they're connected with. Some of these you shouldn't be trying to get out of this one to go to another, but to each their own. But yeah, Artifact, CloneX, anything that's related to it, we're heavily invested in.
You could literally just survive off of the airdrops without selling your CloneX and just say, okay, all right, so this month I need $15,000. I'm gonna sell one of these airdrops. Okay, so if you depend on how many you have, you know, if you
it don't matter if you know what it is.
But I'm just giving them a hypothetical.
Yeah, that you're right about. Yeah.
Say, okay, if you don't want to sell that one, you're like, well, oh, listen, I only need $5,000 this month. I'll sell this one. Remember, you would have 3 of these if you only bought one of the original Ferocious strips. So there's a lot of opportunity, and 2, we're not even talking about the difference of how much money you could have made if you had gotten one of these ones that was a little bit that was rarer. As far as the one that you got as a CloneX, some of these again are not selling. I think I use a number at $40,000. Not all of them are selling at $40,000. You have some that are 66,000 that are selling. Some are 56, $76,000, $152,000. I ain't making it up. It's a blockchain. I can't lie. So $152,000 7 hours ago. Somebody buying them. So that's like where you gotta. What else you need to buy for the year? That's like $10,000 a month for 15 months. Obviously, you're gonna pay your taxes. Don't get me wrong. I get that. Yeah, I understand if you go, you're gonna sell your taxes. But I'm just giving you round numbers. But you look at that of how fast these things can change from a month from December to now. Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe it's 2 months. It's not even 2 months, but let's say 2 months. That's a game changer. That's a great game changer when you're getting into the right project. So
and we're still waiting for the space strips. They have the space strips that they also have. Those airdrops have not been initiated or have not been started yet. So can't wait to be able to forge the shoes on those space strips and also be able to finally get the items of the next airdrop. Same thing if you got the jerseys we talked about. You should have received an email to follow those instructions. We don't know what those are, but it's only 1,000 of those Artifact jerseys. So, and the community that is behind them, some of them are going to want it. So depending on what items that you did get, or especially with Artifact, you still have the space strip airdrop and we have the metaverse items that we're going to get for purchasing the jersey. So still some stuff to come for some of the items that you may still own.
Yep. There's a lot. Let's say airdrops. Who giving? We keep talking about airdrops. I don't think airdrops get like. I mean, I know there's some coins you can get some airdrops. You'd be like, wow, but that ain't. We haven't even talked about the aspect of coins. Of like if they come out with the coin, and all the different things, the games, and all the different things that they're going to be doing. I think
That's
the sandbox.
the tweet. Yes, well, I'll pay attention to everybody, but one of the main guys or the co-founders, Benito, they were looking for a project manager for game studios that can help with the game studio side of it. And so there's little hints and suggestions. We do also know they have the game and sandbox that's going to be coming out, but still, just even as you've seen, Gala going to be investing $1 billion into movies and to also into games, music. You can see, especially if NFTs, if they can get a part of it, where you can have an NFT that does actually have a show behind it, how they actually put that into the people that own those NFTs. There's so much money in different ways that are going to be able for the people that own these NFTs or people that are part of these communities to make money. And it's just the beginning. So sometimes you can get in and out of these projects and take the risk of flipping as you go up, but some of the projects are just worth holding on to and flip other projects, to tell you the truth. But you really can't walk away from 13, 15 ETH. Some people can't. So that's
Right.
definitely understandable. You can go buy your house, buy your cars, do what you got to do. Honestly, like, it's understandable if you cannot hold on to the items, but you're going to come back and look, and you're looking for something that's going to be here for years and years and years. That have 10-year plans for the things that they have, then yeah, it's definitely artifact.
Yeah. So thought I would just share that with you. I see Barry talking about, yeah, please. I know I've been saying it for a long time. Jessica, we've been saying it for like a long time.
Yeah.
We just thought we should give you the visual, but it's not too late. No, it is done. We understand, like I said, because we have some people even in our mentorship group that have been pulling the trigger on these, and we're like, listen, we understand that these things have moved up price wise, but if you're looking at long term plays and things that are out there, because like I said, you look at it of where pricing. I can only imagine. Well, I don't even want to. You just think if there were only 10,000 of these, where this price would be at right now. This would be like, and it's already moving, and it has 18,000 of them. And if we could ever interpret what they saying in the tweet, the little circle things and the skyrocket, I'm like, I can't even just give me some words to say so I can interpret what you're trying to say. But we can't even interpret all this stuff. And just to know how high these things potentially can go.
She talking about the emojis and the shields, and they use it. Oh man, is it Egyptian code for the? Yeah.
We need an interpreter over here.
Oh man,
we need an interpreter, but we try to catch up. I think Jessica and Bessie them stayed up till like 3 o'clock this morning to try to figure out some more interpretation of what they were saying. I was like, listen, I got to go to sleep. I can't stay up with y'all. I can't hang with y'all. But we stay up trying to figure out the next thing to try to stay ahead of the curve to so that you can all benefit of getting in on projects fairly early. It's going to be mind blowing of how well these are going, how well they're going to do. Like I said, we don't know them from what they've doing. We're saying that from what they've shown us so far. If they keep doing what they've shown us so far, it's going to be a game changer for a lot of your lives. If you're invested in this particular project, period.
I'm waiting for the brands. I don't know which brands go to what DNA, but it's 300 brands out there. We trying to figure if we have one. She probably own one of each DNA over there. So I'm like, I'm too shy. I don't know. She probably got double on some of them. So
I just want my clothes. I want some shoes or something. Yeah, I'm like, we got some Nike something coming. Oh man, I'm going. I'm like, my whole thing is, listen, if y'all listen to me, Artifacts, if you listen to me, can you at least let me get 2 of the items so I can wear one of the items? Because I'll be like, I can't wear the shoe because it might be able to be sold like super high at some point, but you want to wear the shoe or you want to wear the gear. So yeah, at least,
and we know we can't. That they're going to be the ones that have to forge the wearables. Like we're not allowed to like do those brand for ourselves. So it's definitely going to be coming to them. The quantity, like you're saying, is going to be the question. Are we going to be able to resell that, or is it going to be a one of a one, or specifically to that DNA? So it's still so much information out there that's not known. But it's exciting that once it is going to be revealed, we'll find out more information. And so I'm just along for the ride.
Yeah, we are along for the ride. Man, those floors 20. Okay, good stuff. All right, so that's our artifact spill for. I just thought I should visually show y'all that are on with us what you are missing and the airdrops. So congrats again to everyone who got those. I know if you only have one, you still got a couple over $25,000 airdrop. Congrats to you. Congrats. Okay. All right. Talk about Sandbox. Again, there's definitely a lot of things that the Sandbox is still continuing to do. Make sure, as far as some of the different drops that they're having in different areas, whether it's the baby cons and all those things, they will be having another land sale coming up. They will have a land sale coming up on the 10th. Okay. Again, it's probably going to sell out like fast, but just wanted to let you know that there is a land sale. So if you are one of the ones who can get one, they will be having that. Okay. All right, Jessica, anything else that you have, or if not, I'm going to just say, just actually before you say anything too. Reminder, if you have any friends or family, please continue to send them over to our Sisters Talkin NFTs site. We're definitely still continuing to put free information in there for them. So they need to get involved. I think I've shown you numbers today that if you got anybody who's considering getting into NFTs, they need to be learning about NFTs. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. Get them started like right now, because it's that important that they start learning about the NFTs. It's that important. Okay. Jessica, I'm sorry, you got anything else?
No, WAGMI. No. Just seen the jersey, like, great moment, landed right on it. That's the jersey we're talking about right there. I know a lot of y'all got it because we put it out, and I got alerted how many at least. I know about 31 people at least minimum alerted and purchased this item. So some of you guys, especially there's a barcode in the jersey. Once that item does come out, we don't know the metaverse experience. Hopefully it's maybe the metaverse jersey along with some other items. Because like I said, they have a strong community, and people are going to want, even if they have to get only the digital asset of that, want that asset. So just if you want to, you can hold on to it, hang it up, keep it in the package, do what you're going to do, whatever you choose to do. But there is going to be a metaverse experience behind that jersey.
You can do all of that. Wait a minute. Wait, this is so funny because my nephew asked her the other day. He said, "Andy, can I wear one jersey?" She's like, "Whoa, no. Listen, you cannot have that jersey. Andy will buy you any kind of jersey.
Go to their site and buy any jersey." I had 7 of them sitting there like, "Not these ones, baby, not these." I know them. I was like, "Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go and order you any jersey on their site that you want, just not this one."
Just not this jersey. That's what we were laughing. Massey said she was sitting there talking to Miles, and we were like, "Oh man, the jerseys came in." We're like, "Miles, how many you order?" He's like, "I order what?" We're like, "What do you mean order when you live in the same house as us?"
Same household.
He was like, "I didn't order. I don't think I ordered it." We like, "Well, how do Jessica had over 31 people when we put the alert out in in the different groups, had over 31 people who bought. How do you not buy one?"
What?
So I'm the mom. I'm like, okay, I guess, let me go ahead and give you one of the jerseys that I bought. But yeah, that's how funny it
That brought it from 8 to 7, yeah. It brought it probably from
These are for sale. These are gonna make money. You had to frame one. You might want to frame one for a different spot, and the frame one for a different spot. But these again, make sure, like I said, if you bought extra, I did buy at least one to wear those. I did buy that, but now it sounds like I bought at least 2 to wear because now my son needs to have his, and then he's gonna be like, well, I got to have one that I can't wear because I need to keep one in case I need to sell. I'm like, I don't know how I lose, but I lose like quite often. But I'm very blessed. My kids they take great care of me, so I take great care of them also. So. But again, if you can't tell, we are always excited about NFTs. It is just mind blowing. Actually, this was the day. This was when it hit 5. So y'all think I'd be lying? It was at 5. I posted it on the 6th. You can see that it was posted. It was at 5. So if you took your money at 5, you had $15,000 of a free airdrop. I think I should say that one more time to the people with the backpack. You had a $15,000 airdrop. If you had 3, You had a $45,000 airdrop this weekend just on this item.
Yeah.
So thought I should point that out to you all one more
They
time.
say it's supposed to go to 10. So if you sold at 5, no, I'm playing.
Stop, Jessica.
Yeah, no, you sell at whatever it is you sell at, and then you might be able to circle back around and get it lower, and sometimes it might double on up. So see right there,
It was at
2.7.
2.7, went up to 5. That's like, it's crazy how these things are still moving. But again, appreciate you guys hopping on with us. Somebody said that doesn't teach him his lesson. Mike, Nick said they don't teach him a lesson. Yeah, that teach you a lesson right there. You just lost $100,000 in a month. So, but again, appreciate you guys hopping on with us. Again, keep learning on the NFT space. As you can see, it makes a big difference, and it can be a big changer for you and your family if you get in and you learn what's going on and what you need to do to learn it. But again, follow us on our other platforms. We are we're everywhere. Twitter, YouTube. You can definitely follow us there. On Instagram, we're everywhere. So please follow us. We really do appreciate the support. And so once again, you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and then we will see you all on the next one.
Yes, have a great one.